One planet that is absolutely on the path to transformation. Earth, 300 years from now. Somewhere between 300 and 400 years from today, humanity will cross the threshold into a Type 1 civilization. You may not be familiar with that concept, so let's be direct about what it means. Right now, our civilization sits at roughly 0.73 on the Kardashev scale. We have not yet harnessed even a fraction of the total energy our own planet is capable of producing. We are still fighting over fossil fuels, still held hostage by extreme weather, still confined to the surface. But Earth, 300 to 400 years from now, will have achieved something extraordinary, complete mastery of every energy source this planet can offer, making it one of the rarest things in the universe. A world that can sustain life without limits. The first night you arrive here, you look up and get your first surprise. The night sky is no longer just sparse, scattered starlight. Stretched across it is a slowly moving band of glowing light. That is not the Milky Way. Those are orbital city clusters circling the Earth. In geostationary orbit, space communities capable of housing tens of millions of people. In sun-synchronous orbit, solar collection arrays blanketing the sky in panels. At the Lagrange points between the Earth and Moon, transit hubs built for interstellar voyages and asteroid interception stations standing permanent guard. Going to space is no longer the exclusive privilege of astronauts. You board a ground-level maglev space elevator, a structure anchored to the equator and extending tens of thousands of kilometers into orbit, sit back, and ride directly to a low Earth orbit port. From there, you transfer to a spacecraft and spend the weekend on the Moon. Humanity is no longer pinned down by the gravity well of a single surface. The entire near-Earth environment has become civilization's second living space. The second transformation is the end of survival anxiety, the complete decoupling of human life from natural disasters and resource scarcity. In this era, Earth is no longer a force that strikes without warning. The typhoons that once leveled cities, the earthquakes that swallowed neighborhoods, the volcanoes that choked the atmosphere all have been converted into controllable energy sources. Hurricane-force winds are redirected and fed into generation systems. Tectonic stress is released in controlled, gradual increments before it becomes catastrophic. Geothermal energy from volcanic regions runs continuously, around the clock. The oceans themselves, through tidal motion, ocean currents, and thermal gradients between surface and depth, function as a planet-wide battery. Fossil fuels have exited the stage of history entirely. The amount of energy humanity consumes in an entire year today can be generated here in half a day. Energy is no longer scarce. There are no energy monopolies, no resource wars, no civilizations collapsing under the pressure of survival. For the first time in thousands of years, human civilization has shed the internal conflicts that have defined it since the beginning. You walk around this world and you do not worry about rent or food from birth. The civilization itself is the most fundamental guarantee for every life within it. The third surprise is the most personal. Your life is entirely your own. The cities of this era are not concrete monsters severing humanity from nature. They are living organisms in symbiosis with the Earth buildings wrapped in vertical forests, air clear of smog, every surface breathing. Fully automated production systems have absorbed all repetitive physical labor. AI handles the logistics of survival so that you do not have to trade your one life for a paycheck. You can spend your years mapping the stars. You can travel to Antarctica to watch penguins. You can descend to the deep ocean to study coral reefs. Medical technology has conquered the vast majority of diseases and extended healthy human lifespan significantly, giving you enough time to actually finish everything you want to do. And the Moon, once a distant dream, has become civilization's launch garden. Its surface holds fully enclosed habitable bases and research stations, humanity's first true stepping stone into the ocean of stars, and a backup insurance policy for Earth itself. Even if extreme conditions hit the surface, the spark of civilization will not go out. A Type 1 civilization has never been a simple technological upgrade. It is more like a civilizational rite of passage. Across the vast universe, the evidence suggests that many intelligent civilizations have collapsed on the road to reaching it, consumed by climate crises, resource conflicts, or technologies that outpaced the wisdom to control them, extinguished before they ever made the crossing. Earth, 300 to 400 years from now, becomes one of the rare planets that makes it through. Not because of how powerful its technology becomes, but because humanity finally managed to outlast every force capable of destroying it